This vicious virus from China has changed the pattern of human life. Education, politics, culture, economics, and social have undergone tremendous change. COVID-19 has also made human life more distant and further away. Education, by no exception, is also transformed. Young people are undoubtedly the object of education. It is important to hear what the youth have to say about the transformed education and what actions can be suggested or acted upon to reduce or eliminate the downfall of federal education. In this light, Peneleh activists call upon all young people throughout the world to join World Youth Association by theme Education After COVID-19, What the Youth Have to Say. Since 2019, COVID has haunted the entire population of the Earth. This vicious virus from China has changed the pattern of human life. Education, politics, culture, economics, and social have undergone tremendous change. COVID-19 has also made human life more distant and further away. Education, by no exception, is also transformed. Young people are undoubtedly the object of education. It is important to hear what the youth have to say about the transformed education and what actions can be suggested or acted upon to reduce or eliminate the downfall of federal education. In this light, Peneleh activists call upon all young people throughout the world to join World Youth Association by theme Education After COVID-19, What the Youth Have to Say. Since 2019, COVID has haunted the entire population of the Earth. This vicious virus from China has changed the pattern of human life. Education, politics, culture, economics, and social have undergone tremendous change. COVID-19 has also made human life more distant and further away. Education, by no exception, is also transformed. Young people are undoubtedly the object of education. It is important to hear what the youth have to say about the transformed education and what actions can be suggested or acted upon to reduce or eliminate the downfall of federal education. In this light, Peneleh activists call upon all young people throughout the world to join World Youth Association by theme Education After COVID-19, What the Youth Have to Say. Since 2019, COVID has haunted the entire population of the Earth. This vicious virus from China has changed the pattern of human life. Education, politics, culture, economics, and social have undergone tremendous change. COVID-19 has also made human life more distant and further away. Education, by no exception, is also transformed. Young people are undoubtedly the object of education. It is important to hear what the youth have to say about the transformed education and what actions can be suggested or acted upon to reduce or eliminate the downfall of federal education. In this light, Peneleh activists call upon all young people throughout the world to join World Youth Association by theme Education After COVID-19, What Youth Have to Say.
Can we start now, Danny?
Okay, come on, you can start. Say.
All right. Is my voice okay? Thank you so much for the participants who have just joined our second room. For those who have just joining us since this one, good evening, good afternoon, and good morning to wherever you are at the moment. I'd like to welcome you all to our second forum of World Youth Association Forum Series. It's an honor for me, Annie Farida, as the moderator for the second forum today. We're joined by our speakers, Indonesia overall, Tsiqqif Asyiqulloh, and who will deliver insightful discussion for all of us around several points regarding the importance of balancing education and health in the midst of the pandemic. It's all coming from the youth perspective, of course. Each of the speakers will present the thoughts approximately 15 minutes, and we will continue to the Q&A questions. Sorry, the Q&A session. First thing first, allow me to remind to use the raise hand function or the chat box to drop the questions since all the participants are currently being turned off on purpose during the forum. Well, before we begin the session, I would like to briefly introduce our speakers today. Our first speaker is Ahmad Shiguf, as it has been mentioned in advance. Is currently being the head of National Peneleh Activist and Indonesian President for World Youth Association. Meanwhile, our second speaker, Oshin Shingh, is an entrepreneur, health and nutrition expert, beauty expert, and is, she's currently pursuing her postgraduate of business administration. And I'm not going to talk too much. I will pass the baton to Hendra Jaya for the welcoming remarks. In our agenda today, to Hendra Jaya, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, good afternoon for all participants. I'm Hendra Jaya, President of World Youth Association. Pertama, terima kasih kami sampaikan kepada teman-teman. Alhamdulillah pada malam ini kita dapat berkumpul di Zoom. Izinkan saya menyampaikan beberapa hal terkait kegiatan kita pada malam hari ini, bahwa kelahiran World Youth Association merupakan upaya kami untuk berusaha menyatukan ide, gagasan, kekuatan, dan aksi konkret dari pemuda di seluruh dunia. Kami terus berkomitmen untuk menyatukan ide serta membangun kekuatan gerakan demi terwujudnya cita bersama. Kegiatan webinar yang kedua ini adalah salah satu upaya untuk mewujudkan mimpi besar tersebut, karena kami yakin dengan kekuatan pemuda, ide-ide segar, gagasan-gagasan dari pemuda lah yang mampu merubah peradaban dunia menuju peradaban yang lebih baik lagi. Dalam perjalanan waktu, kami akan terus berupaya mewujudkan gagasan tersebut menjadi satu hal yang konkret Kemudian alhamdulillah pada webinar kedua ini kami mengambil tema tentang pendidikan dan kesehatan. Harapan terbesar kami di pertemuan kedua ini kita dapat mencari solusi dari permasalahan pendidikan dan kesehatan di tengah pandemi saat ini, karena hari ini terutama di seluruh dunia peran pemuda, aksi konkret dari seluruh pemuda dinanti-nantikan sebagai solusi untuk keluar dari permasalahan kesehatan, permasalahan pendidikan, permasalahan ekonomi, politik, dan seterusnya. Maka dengan adanya Forum World Youth Association ini, kemudian dengan adanya rangkaian kegiatan seminar yang telah kami lakukan selama 2 kali, kami berharap bahwa ini menjadi solusi, bahwa ini nanti akan mampu menjadi satu solusi yang bisa kita kerjakan secara bersama. Karena jika belajar dari perjalanan peradaban dunia, selalu dikreasi oleh pemuda, sehingga membangun spirit mengkreasi peradaban yang lebih baik ini kami ingin telurkan di World Youth Association, dan semoga harapan-harapan ini menjadi harapan kita bersama, kemudian tentu bersama membangun kekuatan untuk mewujudkan apa yang menjadi mimpi kita, yakni punya perubahan dan pemuda sebagai seni dan muncul di negeri ini. Terima kasih. Selamat lagi malam hari ini bagi gerakan-gerakan PAN untuk sama-sama melawan pandemi COVID-19 ini. Terima kasih. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, thank you so much, Chandra. The words are quite powerful to boost up our spirits for sure as they have to keep moving. Well, before I give the floor to the speakers, the participants are requested to remain silent for a moment and pray so that today's forum runs smoothly and brings significant impacts to our societies. Prayer begins, please. Thank you. Without further ado, I would like to invite our first speaker to Tsiqqif. The floor is yours.
Yes. Can you hear my voice, Miss Annie?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay, nice. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Peace be upon you all. Alhamdulillahirrahmanirrahim. Wa nasta'inu ala mardina waddin. Salatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya wal mursalin, amma ba'd. Okay, thank you very much, especially for the moderator, Miss Annie. Allow me to give him a speech. Allow me to give me the time to present my presentation. For the second, thank you, Honorable to the President of World Youth Association, Mr. Hendra Jaya, who give us a motivation to make our strengthen power of the youth. For the next, allow me to introduce myself. Yeah, my name is Tsiqqif Asyiqulloh, and I'm as Indonesian President for World Youth Association from Indonesia. And now, this one is one of our agenda, the meeting, World Youth Association Forum Series. And for this series, we want to talk about the importance of balancing in health and education amidst COVID-19. And now, I want to present to you about how work in amidst in COVID-19, especially in education and health fields. So the title is mental health. I want to sharing we discussing each other about mental health. And let me share my screen. Can you see my slide?
Yes, it's working.
Okay. I'm here to present you about how mental health defending in amidst COVID-19, amidst COVID-19 pandemic. And I titled this presentation by Health World because our world is so sick and so bad, so we want to heal the world. And this one is one of our healing and our caring to the world. Okay. This now is my mind map. This is my mind map of the our problem and our situation amidst COVID-19, yeah, especially in health and education. So this one, because the terms of COVID-19 was make the other side like mental health and physical health. Of course, many policies for the government, many countries has a policies like that. So make what we say yeah, make the other people can doing something as usual. And this one like so people like the employee, like the workers stay at home and work from home like that. But this one is not disaster. What I think, this is a challenge for us. How us to make this COVID-19 pandemic as a challenge, and we must to against and we must to face this COVID-19 by the positive mind and our mental health, of course. Okay, like this moment, yeah, one our big topic is can spread by COVID-19, and after that, this pandemic or this virus change the structure of the life from first aspect. So, and that our virus, this virus make on our relation life in the fields of education and health. After that, we can next this one. And see the slide. I just share you about data about cases, many coronavirus cases in the world. This data I took from worldmatters.info, and because I live in Indonesia, I share to you also data COVID-19.go.id. You can feel what is happened and why this coronavirus has a our life. And if we know in many news, in many web news, yeah, so many people are dying because of this virus. Also in Indonesia has many cases also. But this impact, you can see the next slide. This coronavirus so make has a huge impact into the mental, because I have data in this one. I took from our world in data, because this data is not updated. This is on 2017, but now 2021. And what do you think? If if the data on the 2017 like this, so many, especially in anxiety disorders and depression. So how about how because 19 has us people also my friend, I have friend also, I have my neighbor has anxiety disorders and depression because of COVID-19. The case is she can go out of her home and she can take activity as usual. So this one is one example one example of anxiety disorders in our life. Okay, for the next. Uh, for the next is about education. So yeah, we know about education in school, so many teachers because of this pandemic. And then educate all the student or all the people have to strength mental to face this pandemic. Of course, and I have many options like that. So for the first is all the student back in safe and school, and second is recovering learning loss. Yeah, because as we know, the school doesn't run as usual because many many school run by internet or by online. And for the third is preparing and empowering teachers. For the fourth is the role of parents as supporter their child. Uh, why this? Because as we know, many running school from home. So this make a for the teacher in school and the student. After that, parents have to make a chance or have to make the helping his child or their child to educate amidst pandemic. Okay. For the next is we can turning to the next slide. And this slide is my opinion because the effect of COVID-19 against of mental and mental has and against also about our mind and physique. Many people feel sick if they're affected by COVID-19. And how about their mind? Because of mind and physique, there's a effect in many aspects like education, economic, health, political. This is, I think, is core of our disaster today. This is the next slide. I will to review what happened with our mental. Uh, this three aspect is our mental didn't big trouble. You are not alone. The people alone has feel anxiety. We also feel like this. We feel anxiety about COVID-19. We feel depression also. So many employees
We are so sorry for the technical issues. I hope that you guys will love to wait for a moment. and we're currently waiting for Tsiqqif to